Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. Guys, he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only has he taken care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will be first on the attack. And here comes Julian Lewis, freshman prospect from the state of Georgia. He was sacked 4 times and threw a couple of interceptions last time out. On the ground, it's Young. There he goes.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back.
Here's a little room there. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Here we go, ready, go.
Throwing, Lewis. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Hey, sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Wide receivers all over the place, trips to the left on 2nd and 7. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lee. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Looking for a gap. It's Young. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Hands it off. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Got his man. On the move at the 30. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for room, it's Young. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Could be an alley. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hammond. He's got it down the middle. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds it. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Bucs. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Sticky. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throwing right. On target over the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese. And
he lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Lewis from the gun on third down. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Running inside. It's Dickey. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Floats it out in space. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Gets it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. There's some room. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
the crowd, and now he's got room. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Lewis on the play action. Starts to scramble to the left. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Young. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lewis fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready? 180.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have you. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And the Red Raiders, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Pulls it in. It's Carter. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Lewis to throw. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I would just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep two hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to fall on that one.
Now back to your game in Boulder. The numbers sometimes can be telling, but I'm not sure how to view these stats and get a great read on the game so far. I do know this. The team that does a better job of taking care of the ball in the second half has the best chance of coming out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Texas Tech's head coach should be coming out of the locker room. He's looking for his team to really make some noise here in the third quarter. They know they're in playoff contention. They know that this is a big-time game to separate themselves, but they have got to have more intensity here to start the third quarter.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He's going to run it. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible?
Makes the grab in their space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Gets rid of it. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Throwing, Lewis. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking for space. It's Young. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got a man. It's Atkins. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Handoff to the lone back. The ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone.
Down, ready. Flag 18. Jet. Ready, go.
Trying to run, it's Young. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Snagged out of the air, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Absolutely perfect. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll run the counter. Look out, he's got finding some room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And that is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Lewis with the catch. It's Moore.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The give to the left. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lewis to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and then that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense, ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Dickey. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man, getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a third and long when you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. There's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw. And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Colorado sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They feed him again. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Using his legs, it's Young. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Basic run plays. A bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. Quick handoff. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Lewis to throw. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Play fake. Lewis. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, if you've just tuned into this one and you're wondering why this team is losing, look no further than the turnovers. 3 picks, they've lost 2 fumbles, and that's been the story of this one. You're just not going to win a lot of games, guys, when you turn it over 5 times. This has been a nightmare performance for the offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Trying play action. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. To the air, it's Hammond. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Got room at the 35. Hits a seam wide. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He got a step and just dusted the field. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they... lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Lewis. Looking to the big tight end. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong.